Okay. Let's get this party started. This party started. Let's get this party. Hey, everything looks lovely except for this one right here. Brandon! What's happening today, Mr. Brandon? You weren't here last night. What happened to you? Just kind of curious. TD East. What's happening there, TD East? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Now touch me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? Oh, you were. I didn't see you last night. All right, that being said, it is the tail end of the 4th of September. Can you believe that the 4th of September, the kids are back at school? My grandson is actually in the 2nd week of kindergarten. He seems to be enjoying himself. Well, alrighty then. Look at all these people joining in. Barb, Lloyd, SDQ. Something's got to say. Something I gotta say. Cool. Mindbender. Mark, how's it going? Fresh Start. RS Anna ND. R Sandan. I don't know. Some of these names. Vitro. Ish M Me Amor. Ishar Me Amor. Ishar Me Amor. I have no idea. What's your thoughts on ET and FE? What is ET? ET and FE. I have no idea. Alright, BK. Diago Gregory Muganda Magomel. Interesting name. Poo Poo Pee Pee Hands. I know you don't do penny stocks, but I'm up over 100% on LODE. Cool beans. Rich Bruner, US Steel, got spanked today. Well, good thing I didn't jump into US Steel. Didn't think it looked very good the other day. It was on our list, but for some strange reason, it didn't quite make it over that little hump, and I don't know why that is. Let's take a quick look at US Steel, just for the fun of it. US Steel. Here's your high, here's your low, which is today, currently is. Now, we looked at it the other day, had a little bit of a drop. Bama Redneck, I'm going to send you information on device to use one camera for all websites. You know what? Bama Redneck, I actually have some broadcast software on my computer that will allow me to broadcast to all the different channels, and I wouldn't need all these different cameras. However, I have no idea how to use it. I'm a noob. How do you know when to sell? It ain't a profit until you take it. That's about all I can say. How do I turn my Charles Schwab investments into half calls? Third Eye, you really got to give me a bit more information on that, because I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. And The Wave, I'm a financial advisor. Awesome! Guess what? I am not a financial advisor. I have no freaking clue how to help whatsoever. I have a few ideas, a few outlines, but I don't have that pre-approval by Uncle Sam, which you do. Good for you. I haven't met a single financial advisor that I had any use for. Don't take it wrong, though, because I'm looking for something that they don't do. Every financial advisor I ever talk to tells me I'm crazy. Not in those exact words. They just give me that look. And you know what that look is, because I'm sure you're giving it to people just like me. Buy high and sell low. That's exactly what they like to do. John, how are you doing today? Shava held the gift. I have no idea what that means. Let's progress forward. Simone, what's going on with WBA? Now, Simone, I didn't see you here last night. Did you check out the? Did you check out the report in it? The report that Uh-oh, Andrea did. Andrea did a cool report on Walgreens last night, and we found out that Walgreens owns a lot of stuff. So, itchy eyes. You were here. Well, did you see it last night? Okay, I haven't looked at Walgreens, so I have no idea what it's doing today. So we're taking a look at U.S. Steel first, and then we're going to move on. But the wave, don't go away, because I want to hear some more information from you. I need help with executing an actual trades. Well, Jordan, alrighty then. Darbenley, good evening. Bubble Bass. How about Buffalo Wild Wings? I'm pretty sure they don't have 20 years of increased dividends. Dell, been outstanding. Well, I think Dell is on the list. We're going to take a gander at it. I was waiting. You were waiting for what, Aaron? Alright, let's keep on moving. Okay, so let's take a look at U.S. Steel. Here's our high back in December. Our bottom was today, but before the bottom today, the previous bottom was way back last September. So let's take a... Oh, you're waiting for me to go live. Well, I'm here every night. Okay, Bubble Bass, I honestly don't really... You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. BWLD. BWLD. It has no options, so it's going to be a no. Sorry, Bubble. I told you it was going to be a no, but you didn't want to listen. Been trying to transition my Roth to a dividend-based account. Got a few. Intel. Oh, wait. Oh, is Intel is good. SCHD, crap. Mad Mac. Let's take a look at SCHD and O, and I'll tell you why they're crap, in my humble opinion, of course. But, I've been doing this a long time. Intel tanked your portfolio today. Did it? INTC. Hold that thought for a second. I don't have Intel there. I don't have Intel there. And I don't have Intel at all. So, nope, Intel did absolutely nothing to my account today. I had Intel last week and the week before. But let's go back to Mad Mac, who likes O and SCHD. Now, Mad Mac, I don't like any of those. I like Intel. I don't like O, and I don't like SCHD. Let me tell you why. First off, let's take a look at O. Okay, first of all, O is at the top of its game. No, thank you. I don't buy at the high. Just don't do it. It is a monthly optional stock. Monthly optional stocks just don't work for me because I like weekly income, and I can't get weekly income with a monthly option. Monthly option, you can only do it once a month, which is 12 times a year. So, oh no. SCHD, same thing, except currently at the high, and it's also a monthly, and it's also a no. Intel, on the other hand, INTC, it is a weekly, which means I can do it every single week. Now, I can go to almost any elementary school and ask, hey, is 12 better than 52? Well, I guess it depends on what you're looking at. If I'm going to collect a check, if I can get 12 checks, well, that's not good. If I can get 52, that's a hell of a lot better. But if I'm getting spanks and I'm getting 12 spanks, well, that's better than 52 spanks. Well, that's how we equate that one. And Aaron, no, Intel did not take my account. I don't have any Intel this week. I got rid of my Intel, I think it was last week or the week before. Well, that being said, let's continue to take a look at why I don't like SCHD and O. Okay? Historical performance for O. Here we go. Now, O, which is O Realty, which is a REIT, okay, a real estate investment trust, whatever. Look at the dividends. They've only been paying since 2019. So 2019, we're currently into 2024. So what is that, 5 years of dividends? 22, 23, 25, 26. That's it. 5 years, 3 different dividends. Means they don't increase every single year. No. But that's not the worst part of it yet. Just take a look at what O is offering. So if you invest your money into O, you're gaining 5% per year. OMG UP55, hello to you too. So if you like 5% per year, well, what are you doing here? Because we do 1% per week. Hello, sir. Who are you, country? I have no idea what that means. Who are you, country? That doesn't make sense. So anyway, Mad Mac. O is offering 5.07. Now, when I say a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, that comes to over 50% per year. And I don't know why. My country is India. Cool beans. I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. A couple of miles from Mickey Mouse, if that makes any sense to you. But anyway, Mad Mac, 5%. Okay, I get a safe, predictable 1% per week. 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. So I'm not quite sure why you'd want to put your money into O if it's only giving you 5%. But hold on. Let's take a look at SCHD. SCHD. Well, this is even better. Check this one out. 3.4%. Explain to me in a manner in which I will understand why you think 3.4% and 5% is better than 50%. Granted, yes, you do have to do a little bit of work. I have found that people are more apt to spend more time and energy planning a family barbecue than they do with their own personal finances. They take all their money and they give it to somebody like this who gives them 3.4%. It's not that difficult. It's only 15 or 20 minutes a day. You get up first thing Monday morning and you see who is actually up for consideration for the week. You buy the stock, you sell a covered call against it. It takes less than 15 to 20 minutes, and you get 50% per year rather than 3%. Okay? Let's go back and let's move on. I don't like O and I don't like SCHD. Those are for people who do not want to take advantage of new information. Let's put it that way. Line. Bum, 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 bum. A bit. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means, but okay. FCX, please. FCX. Okay, why are we looking at FCX? Fremont McMorran. Okay. FCX. We're going to look at historical data because I want to see how well FCX has increased their dividends. So I want to look at dividends only, and I want to look at how many dividends they've paid out and how consistently they have paid out. 1995. 95 was 11 cents. 96, 11 cents. 97, 11 cents. 98, 3 cents. Right there's a big, huge red flag for me. Okay? Why would I want to take a look at a company who's decreasing its dividends? So it went from 11 cents down to 3, to 5, to 10, to 13, to 25, back to 13, to 25 again, to 13, to 25, to 16, to 25, to 16, to 38, to 16, to 38, to 16, to 38, to 16, to 16, to 16, to 16, to 22, to 25, to 8, to 8, to 15. Yeah, hell no. No. There's no consistency there whatsoever. Sorry, FCX is a no for me. Alrighty? 41, the 42s. Holy cow. Check that out. 2 days left. And the 42s are going for 38 cents. That's close to 1%. And there's only 2 days left, Thursday and Friday. What's next week looking at? Next week, 42s is 81 cents to 85, which is close to 2%. Well, alrighty then. Okay, granted, FCX has good dividends and good premiums, but the dividends aren't that great and they're not that consistent whatsoever. At least for me, I dropped like 6%. Okay, Aaron, Mad Mac, I have a Roth and doing this strategy is good. Good, encourage more viewers. Flipper, how is Flipper today? Intel is new deal with IBM and may help Intel. Flammable, what other platforms do you stream on? Oh, well, I got 2 channels on YouTube, one on Facebook, one on Instagram, and one on TikTok at the moment. Now I have other other platforms that I haven't started streaming on yet because I don't know how to use the software and the other cameras that I have. There's a little bit of issues on downloading their software. It's a big thing. Flipper with no weeklies, so no help here. Okay. O is on the Dividend Aristocrats. Yes, it is. But I don't like it because, there's a lot of companies there's a bunch of companies that have Dividend Kings that I don't trade because they have monthlies and not weeklies. Thanks, your stream is great. Well, thank you for that. I'm trying to improve. I'm sure. Do you mind looking? Do I mind looking? Okay, I have no mind. NEM, William, how are you today? NEM, save me, NEM. I'll get you, my pretty. All right, NEM, we're looking at the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Now, NEM, as much as I like it, it's currently too close to the high for me at this point in time. I bought Sphinx stock in the 80s, took the certificates. They went private. How do I get my money? Ooh, Mark, I honestly couldn't tell you about that one. Sorry. All right, what are you saying here, Flipper? Hold on a second. Give us that spreadsheet with this 5% and over dividend yields. You can find that right on, what do you call that? FinViz. Mad Mac, covered calls. You're doing options. Well, of course, why not? The only way I can get a safe 1% per week. Coles is on my list. Roper, I'm curious. Is your goal to get 1% of your account value each week, or are you referring? No, Reaper, you're actually right. I look to get 1% value of my account every week. Now, you're new here, so let me just show you something real quick. Maybe it might be interesting to you. Okay. Account number 1. Okay, I actually share all my trades with you guys on these 3 accounts. Okay, now I have 6 different accounts, but I only share 3. Okay. Starting account at the beginning of the year. This year, I started every single year. 117. So $117,000 I started up the year with that account. So let's go all the way back to January, the beginning of January. Okay, so week number 1. Okay, you see the date right here? 1/2/24. That's January 2nd. Okay, here's the time. Here's what the trade was. Macy's, General Motors, Ford, CVS. Okay, what did I make the very first week of the year? Well, I made 2.12%. Now, when I say I have $100,000, well, $117,000 in this account, well, as you can see, I made 2,468. Okay, the very next week I made 1,502. Okay, oh, look at this one. This is a bummer. Week 3, I only made $987. Okay, it was 0.85%. Not quite 1% that week. But for the most part, hola, amigo, ¿qué pasa? Pablo. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, Roper, my goal is 1% of my account. Now, I have 98% of all my money in the account invested at all times. The reason being is when you do a covered call, all right, well, this account here has it's up to 140, I believe now, because it was 117 at the beginning of the year. All right. The beginning of the year, January 1st, is 117,000. Okay, and then in July I put in another 21,000. So now the current balance is 142. But I've already taken out over $30,000. This is the account I take money out every week. Cough drops aren't helping. If I'm coughing while I'm sucking on a cough drop, that tells you the cough drop's not working. Let's get back to the shoe. Roper, to each stock you purchase, getting 1% on that investment. All right, Roper, not each one. Okay, sometimes Albemarle. All right. Roper. Albemarle. I bought it at $90.78 towards the end of August. This week I only got $1.49 a share. Well, that's more than 1%. That wasn't the one. Okay, hold on. Coles. 23.23 got $1.08. MPW 16. There's got to be one here I didn't make money on. Win. Here we go. All right. Okay, Roper, check out this one right here. Win. WYNN. I've had it since May. Okay, I'm into it at 87. I sold the 79 calls and I only brought in 40 cents a share. That is 0.5%. Okay, so I brought in 0.5% on this position. But this position, this position, and this position, I got more than 2%. So it doesn't always work at 1%, but it averages out to 1% per week. Okay, so let's go back here for a second. As you can currently see, account 1 is up over 50%. Account 2 is up over 70% so far since the beginning of the year. Account number 3, which started in July, is up over 10%. July. Okay. Hassan Flipper. I'd like to know, with a holiday Monday, a huge sell-off yesterday, and a red day today, how you get 1%. CVS. Let's get rid of that. All right, you ready? Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. All right, Flipper, you ready? Do you see the date? Today's the 4th, the 28th, which was last week. I sold the September 6th, which is this Friday, for 79 cents a share. My cost, my average price is $59.87. Okay, I sold this on. Well, actually, I rolled this over last week, and I got 79 cents a share. Well, 79 cents a share on a $59 stock is well over 1%. Ace, how you doing? So that's that one. Next on the list is Halliburton. Okay, Halliburton on the 4th. The average price is 32. I sold the 30s at 24. All right, that's a little bit less than 1%. Well, that one didn't work. CVS was more. Coles. Coles, my average price is $20.50. I sold the 20 calls at 68 cents a share. Well, I sold some for 75, some for 65, and some for 68. All well over 3%. On Coles, I make over 3% on Coles. Okay, let's keep going. Marathon. Which was today. I rolled it forward for next week. Okay, my average price on Marathon is $19.25. And I sold the 16 calls for next week at 58. Well, that's more than 2%. Okay? I can keep going because they're all basically the same. MPW. Okay, I jumped in at 442. I sold the 450s for 13 cents. Now, I know 13 cents doesn't sound like a lot, okay? But 13 cents is 3% of that. So, no, they all don't make 1%. Some make 1%, some make less than 1, some make more than 2 or 3. It all averages out to 1%. So, Flipper, yeah, I did make over 1% for the week. I can show you all of them. They're all there. Okay, Macy's. Okay, Macy's is horrible. Here's a good one for you, Flipper. You ready? I got Macy's at $16.50. That's the average price because I dollar cost averaged down 3 times. But I only got 8 cents a share. Now, 8 cents a share is 0.5%. Okay, but look at Marathon. Marathon, I jumped in at $18.13. But look at, I got 40 cents a share for the premium, which is more than 2%. Okay, so it doesn't always work out, but it does average out to over 1%. This is why people pay to be in the morning trading group. So they can actually see all these trades as I am doing them. All right, let's get back to where we were. Hassenpfeffer. You want to take a look at Halliburton. Halliburton's at $29.55 at the moment. Right, here's our high back in October. Our bottom is today. Here's where we were a year ago at 40. Now we're at 29. So at 29.55, the 29.50s for this week. There's only 2 days left for this week, so it's not really worth a whole hell of a lot of money. That's understandable. So we'll take a look at next week's 29.50s are going for 56 cents a share, which is a little bit less than 2% if you like Halliburton. So let's take a look at Halliburton. A year ago, we were at 40.56. Okay, 40.56. The high of the year, we have a double high at 43.88. Okay, that was back at the end of October. She goes down, she goes back up, she goes down. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 31. She goes sideways. Look at the slow incline to the 30-day high, which was last Monday, and that was 32.50. Now from 32.50, she drops and drops and drops, and now the bottom's at 29.20, which is today. Now, it's not quite enough for me to want to jump in. Now, I already have some Halliburton. I don't want to buy any more until it turns around. So I'm going to be watching this next week. I'm going to cross off Halliburton for this week, and we're going to put it on for next week. Because what I want to see, I missed some questions over here, so give me a second while I go take a look at the questions on YouTube. What do we got? Ace, Sala, oh, I'm the mom. Well, I'm a mom. Okay. Ace, interesting. You got to stop saying that and really got to pay attention to what we're doing. Hey, how's it going? Someone, how are you? Sarah, if we are any good at this, would you be here on live trying to teach Down syndrome people? Well, Sarah, I have no idea who's actually watching or who's on the other end of this. So, if a Down syndrome person is on the other end watching me, well, hopefully I'm entertaining enough to keep them happy, so to speak. Okay, now my nephew is Down syndrome. Okay, he's a 300-pound 3-year-old. Okay, 300-pound 3-year-old. He's taller than me and he is bigger than me. Okay, I think he's like 30, 34, 35. But he's got the mentality of a 3-year-old. So, I don't understand why somebody like that would watch something like this. And it is what it is, so that's a you thing. Okay? I just hear, and I'm not trying to teach anybody, I'm just documenting my life for my grandchildren. When I am long gone, they'll have a video archive of their grandfather. That's the reason why I'm doing this. All right, that being said, let's keep on going. Okay, we just looked at Halliburton. If you like Halliburton, me personally, now I do have some Halliburton. I would like to dollar cost average down on Halliburton, But I can't. Joe Sullivan, how are you doing today? Estee Lauder. Ugh, I have some Estee Lauder. And my Estee Lauder is down. But give me a second. Let me write these down. FLUPS and BA. FLUPS and BA. All right. So as I was saying about Halliburton, right now, here we are, the new 30-day bottom. I'm going to sit and wait. Sarah, yes, but I like money and no employment. Well, Sarah, there's always something you can do. No matter what your situation is, there's always someone willing to help out someone in your situation. You just have to look deep and hard enough. Okay? There is always a way. All right? Now, I don't want to give you sad sob stories about people in worse condition than you, worse situations than you, that figured out a way how to do it. There's always a way. It's your story. You got to tell it. If you're telling it in chapters of woe is me, and everyone's against me, and you should feel sorry, that's one thing. But if you want to come at it as a point of view of enlightenment, trying to encourage other people in your similar situation, well, great. Find a place to make a stand and do whatever it takes in order to get where you want to go. It is what it is. You are. Okay, the guy upstairs never gives you an obstacle that you cannot handle. Okay, so he throws something at you and he wants to see how you can do it. It's up to you to figure it out. You either figure it out or you just go with the flow, whichever is easier. It is easier to go with the tide than it is to go against the tide. But going with the tide, you're not going to get to where you want to go. Hopefully that, I don't know if that's going to help you out or not, but let me get back to what I'm doing. But if you want to chat sometime, I'm more than happy to chat. All right, back to Halliburton. As I'm saying, I want to wait to find the bottom. To find the bottom of Halliburton, I like 2 days to the upside. 2 days to the upside, it could be tomorrow, and it could be Friday. I don't know. We will see how it plays out. All right, Redneck. NEM has really bad dividend history. Okay, then we probably won't be doing that. Roper, Where was I? Oh, I missed a lot. Okay, here we go. Roper gets 1% premium, so stock price not relevant, just a bonus. Thank you, Redneck. 100% true. Tyrese, brother, how are you today? How long you hold the stock? As few days as possible. Ideally, best case scenario, 5 days. Buy on a Monday, get rid of it on a Friday. Perfect. Okay, doing covered calls. I like that. Covered calls are the best. Covered calls are simple and they're safe. That's what I like about it. Tyrese Abdul Rahim likes to hold only 5 days, but will sell. Okay, hold on. What? But will never sell at a loss. Thank you, Redneck. You're right. CF Industries. Flipper. CF Industries. Interesting. $80. The 80 is going for 80 cents a share. Cool beans. Get you some Mullion tea. Ooh, Mullion tea. Yes. I did some reading on that one, but I haven't been able to find it. Where was it? Mullion tea. Mullion tea. Mullion tea. Nick Spano. GE don't like spiders. Okay, nope, I don't like spiders. Let's keep going. Own the stocks. Tyrese, yep. Helps with respiratory issues. Yes, it does. There's a bunch of other things that help with respiratory issues. I have what's called post-nasal drip syndrome. It just keeps on going. It just doesn't stop. There's got to be something to do it. And I don't like medication. Okay, not pharmaceuticals anyway. But, what do you call that? Holistic? Yes. I will go out in the garden, I'll pull weeds, and I'll eat weeds, and I'll boil weeds, and I will not do pharmaceuticals. Terribly sorry. How am I doing today? If it wasn't for the cough, I'd be doing perfect. And my van had a little bit of an issue today. Went down to help out my kids on the way back, making a little bit of noise in the brakes. So I said, I'll leave the car down there, and I'll have to go back and get it Friday. It's what it is. But you know what? I bought it for $300 9 years ago, And I've driven it back and forth from Florida, Massachusetts to Maine to Massachusetts to Florida, all over the place. And I must have like maybe $2,000 into it, but that thing just doesn't want to die. And it's not a spot of rust on it. Alright, I'm talking about buying Tuesday. Okay. Please explain how you open and then close a covered call. I recall you saying you need close two. Alright, William, hold on. We're going to do one. Let me get through some of these questions first, William, and then we'll actually do a couple of trades and you can actually see how they work. Alright. If you sell a stock, do you get benefits from selling and the profit or just profit? Pool Boy Chagi. Is that Chagi? Is that right? Okay. Scooter, sir, I always appreciate the direction you give me as my financial advisor. Can't lose with it. Okay, Scooter, you really got to stop saying that I'm your financial advisor because I'm really not. I'm basically a nobody. The only license I possess is a license to well, I have two licenses. License to drive and a license to drive my mother crazy. Anyway, William, remind me, we'll go over some of the actual trades. You can see how they play out. Sheesh, how are you today? When winter comes, I don't mind holding Halliburton. Okay. If you buy a stock, if you buy 100 into a covered call at 101, you get the premium and the profit, right? John Herhusky. Hello, James. Hope your day's going well. My day's going. You know what? You get to a certain point in life, any day above ground is a good day. That's the way I look at it. Riley. Ooh, we're going to write Riley down because you're not the only one who likes Riley. Is Doc here tonight? I didn't see Doc sign in yet. Maybe stick with socks. Yeah, maybe. What do you think about American Airlines? AAL. AAL. American Airlines. We'll take a look at it. Thoughts on QXO? I can tell you no right now. Okay, let's take a look. QXO. No. There you go. Was that quick or what? Number one, I don't like monthly optional stocks because they just don't pay the same. Now, let's put it to you this way. If I have 300 stocks that keep me perfectly fine where I want to be. Now, where I want to be, I want to get on my computer 15, 20 minutes tops every day. I look at a good quality stock, I buy it, I sell somebody the rights through what is called a covered call. It is simple, it is safe, it is predictable, and it is consistent. Now, I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, so I'm one of those Generation X people you call. We really don't care about your feelings, and we really don't care about authority. We don't. We would prefer to be left alone. Okay? Now, I personally do not want to do any extra work. You can call me lazy if you like, but I've been working since 1973 when I was just, I think it was 8 or 9 years old. I got my very first job. Okay? Working at Old Man Simmons' farm. And you can imagine what you do on a farm. You got the chickens, you got the cows. We didn't have any pigs, though. Acres and acres of corn, fields and fields of pumpkins and blue hubbards, tomatoes up the yin-yang, corn, all this stuff. And we had to go out into the woods, cut down trees, cut the firewood, chop it, and then load it up the truck, and then deliver it to people's houses. It was a lot of work for an 8-year-old. So I did that for like 2 or 3 years with Old Man Simmons. That was my very first job. So, forgive me if I want to be a little lazy. So if you're asking me to look at new stocks that don't fit, okay? If the shoe don't fit, don't buy it. Okay? QXO doesn't fit. I like 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. It is that simple. I like a company that's consistently profitable. At least 20 years of consistent profits. How can you figure that out? Well, the dividend is a portion of the profits that go back to the investors. That's you and me. So if a company is consistently increasing their dividends every single year, year after year after year after year, well, logic and reason and common sense will tell you that they must be continuously profitable. And if they are continuously profitable, that's where I want my money. Okay? So if a company doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options, I don't want any extra work looking at something that I'm not going to actually invest in. Okay? Mullion Tea on Amazon. We'll take a look at that one. Darbin Lee. Oh, come on, get back over here. Where are they? Andrea, how are you? Hey, James, I believe AAP is near a low and US Steel dropping. Yep, I saw US Steel a little while ago. Now, we didn't jump fully into US Steel. So I'm going to take a look at US Steel. And what did you just say? Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, we'll take a look at Advanced Auto Parts also. I like Advanced Auto Parts and I like US Steel. Okay, US Steel has been around for over 100 years. I don't think they're going anywhere. Darberly, my stepfather works there. They are working on lab contracts at the moment. Okay, Jonathan Floyd, how are you today? Andrea, no dividends, American Airlines. Do you still sell options? Now, Andrea, I prefer companies that have dividends. Okay, so no, I don't think I've ever bought American Airlines. Now, I know I got Southwest Airlines. J.P. Morgan, Topol, how are you this evening? JPM. Okay, you guys, you do realize I have like 70 stocks to take a look at, and you guys keep throwing more at me. All right, isn't it weird? Heinz Ketchup went down into EX date and up after. Yeah, that is weird. All right, American Airlines, from last I checked, and the stock does not even pay monthly dividends. Okay. Gallant, lately it's been all weird. Yes, it has. JWN, Travis likes Nordstrom's. JWN. I just heard American Airlines a lot, and from owning it, I know they don't pay dividends. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do. Keep up the good work. Well, Topal, thank you very much. I'm out of questions. Woohoo! Let's get back to looking at some stocks. If you guys hold up for the questions, we have about, all right, check it out. We have all of these, all of those, and all of those. Okay, so if you guys stop with all, adding more, we can get through some of them. Okay, some of them are really good. Next on the list is Macy's. All right, Macy's. I love Macy's. It's my favorite stock of the year so far. Here we go. Here's the high. Here's the high was in March. The low was, look, we got triple bottom. September, October, and November. They currently were at 1530. Okay, great. 1530. 1530 to 1550 is going for 9 cents for this week. There's only 2 days left. It's not really a good idea. Grady Brooks, what's this? What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. What's this? What's this? There's white stuff everywhere. What is this? Who knows where that came from? Anybody? Anybody know? Anybody? Anybody at all? Bueller? Anyway, so this week it doesn't really look that good. So let's not look at this week's because there's only 2 days left. Let's look. Let's look at next week's, which is the 13th. Nightmare Before Christmas. Woohoo! You're absolutely right. Hey, Robert Tamas. Okay, Darbenly, PLTN, no. Sorry. Oh, wait a minute, PLTR is a no. What the heck is PLTNT? PLNT. What is that? I've never heard of it. Now, usually, Darbenly, when I say I've never heard of it, usually it's going to be a no. Okay? But we'll look at it. Because you've been throwing out stuff the past couple of days. Some of them are good, some of them are not. But we'll take a look. With just 2 days left, would it be good to do just a 9-day? Yeah, it would be better off. Flipper, we're just talking about that. Yeah, Planet Fitness is going to be a no. Grady Books, what's the graphs? The graphs, hold on a second, we're going to hold these questions. The graphs, well, right over here, it's not a graph. This is what we call a stock chart. And this is a 1-year stock chart on Macy's. Okay, Macy's, Macy's New Year's Parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, Macy's New Year's Day Parade, Macy's Easter Parade, Macy's 4th of July Parade. Macy's is the clothing store. They're all over the place. They've been in business for over 100 years. This is their stock chart. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where we are right now. If we buy it first thing in the morning, 15.35, the 15s are going for 49, not quite there. The 1550s, 24, nice. I like the 1550s over 1%. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to get a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks, companies we know of. Planet Fitness has not been around long enough. Sorry, Darbenly, I'm going to cross that one off the list because I know for a fact Planet Fitness has not been around for 20 years. Oh, gotcha! Way to go, Grady Brooks. Okay, where did my cap go? Uh-oh. Yeah. All right. Let's keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on. Got to get the best. Okay, so let's take a better look at Macy's because we like the numbers. Okay, the numbers are giving us over 1% if we bought it first thing in the morning. So the covered call for next week. That's over 1%. I like over 1%. A year ago, we were at 12.17. Got a triple bottom at 10.57. That was in September, October, and November. Hit it 3 times. The top of the year, 22.12, and that was in the middle of March. Check out this drop. Now, I remember when they had this drop. Okay, we're here at 1950, and then we dropped down here to 1650, and everyone started panicking. Now, the reason why Macy's is all over the place is I believe they had 4 buyout offers since the beginning of the year. 4 of them. As far as I know, they walked away from all 4 because apparently nobody is giving them what they want. I remember the one in January, I think it was January or February. They were offered like $22 a share, and they said, hell no, we will buy back the shares at 24. I actually owned the shares at that time at 21. I said, cool, they're going to buy them back at 24. I'm all for that. Don't you hate it when you get cough drops that just don't work? Okay, Ricola. Cough drops and sore throats. I wonder what my throat would feel like if I didn't take them. Okay, so let's keep on going. All right. The last 30 days. 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom at 1450. She jumps up to 18, then she had a big drop down. Now we're sitting at 1530. Our 30-day bottom's here, but guess what? After tomorrow, that's going to disappear. And then we're going to have this as a 30-day bottom. Okay, so it's still kind of low, waiting to fill up this gap here, going to the upside. I like Macy's. They've been around for over 100 years. They ain't going anywhere. Redneck. With American Airlines, I will buy because I know the government will step in and keep them going. Yes, but interesting. Uh-oh. I heard Costco splitting soon. What do I think? Costco. C-O-S-T. Okay. Well, they need to split because not very many people can afford $890 a share. Okay, Costco is way out of my price range. I don't even look at it because, in my humble opinion, it's a waste of time because it's something I will never look at. Also, way too close to the high for me. Okay, do we really want to look at it? 890, the 890s are going for 13, which is more than 1%. Consider taking a look at it. Okay, GUD XM, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have to go backwards, and I don't like going backwards. GUD XM, I don't know where it is. No dividends. Topol. I will buy some, but I don't think they will get low enough for the poors. Oh, redneck, you know that hurts. I'm 100% honest. I cannot afford, well, I could, but I'm not going to, $890 a share. Just doesn't make sense to me. It's too far of a drop. So for the fun of it, let's go to here. COST. Now, I own some shares in my Roth IRA. Cool beans. So let's, for the fun of it, let's pick on this stock for just a little bit. Okay, redneck, you think it's a good deal. Okay, and you think you want to buy some. But look at the dividend they're offering. $890 a share. They're offering $1.16 a share as a dividend. You can get that from Microsoft, which is half the price. Okay, Costco has been paying dividends for 20 years. Look, 2004 is the first time. Well, we're in 2024. That's 20 years of dividend. Let's see if they increase. Well, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 18, 21, 24, 28, 31, 36, 40, 45, 50, 57, 65, 70, 79, 90, 102, 116. Well, they have been increasing for the 20 years. Cool beans. Now, before I say yippee yay, let's take a look at this quick summary. Oh my goodness. Okay. Redneck, you buy some of this crap, I'm going to lose respect for you. Seriously. Look at the premium. Look at the dividend they're offering. 0.5% a year. 0.5% per year. 0.53. Please tell me you're smarter than putting money into something that offers 0.5% per year. That's horrible. But wait, I got some more to look up. The statistics. Let's find exactly what the book value on this thing is. All right. Well, now that seems fair, doesn't it? $890 a share, and it's only really worth $49 a share. So what is the book value, you may ask? The book value is if a federal judge comes in and say, you guys need to liquidate and pay off all your debts. That means all the money to you get the balance sheet. What do they own? What do they owe? So once you get that all together and they do a liquidation sale, sell off everything, their $890 per share is only actually worth $49 a share. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, so let's keep on keeping on. All right, next on the list, Kohl's is doing good for the last 2 weeks. Well, good. I just took a look at it, and yeah, it's at the high of the year. That's going to be a no. All right, and it's way out of my price range. The premiums are nice, but the book value is absolutely horrible. The dividends aren't that great. It's not illegal if you don't get caught. I have no idea what we're talking about. It's not illegal if you don't get caught. All right, Topol. Now, you're saying you have some Costco in your account. Okay, my assumption is if you have it in your Roth IRA, you probably had it for a while. So let me give you my opinion on a few things. Number one, it ain't a profit until you take it. Just because it looks good on paper doesn't mean it's any good. And here's better. Here's better. You're going to love this one. Are you ready? If Kamala Harris gets involved and she gets elected, she wants to tax unrealized gains. What does that mean? Well, that Costco that you have in your account, whatever you bought it for and the current price, the difference between what you bought it for and its current price, you got to pay taxes on, whether you take it or not. That part fries my ass. Because if I buy a stock, let's say you bought it a couple of years ago, even at the beginning of the year. Let's say you bought it at the beginning of the year. Okay, a year ago today it was at $540. Okay, $540 a year ago. Now it is up to $890. Well, that is $300 per share that you gotta pay 45% tax on if Kamala Harris gets elected. She wants to tax unrealized gains. What the hell is that about? Anyway, I hope she doesn't get elected. Not that I like Donny Boy, but I do, but it's not the point. Nice too rich for me. I only buy shares in lots of 10. Okay. So I'm probably out, but maybe. Oh, redneck, I would really, really lose just a little bit of respect for you if you buy a turd like that. The only reason why I'm calling it a turd is because the book value is in the 40s. Okay? In the 40s. The stock is $890, but the book value is in the 40s. And the rate of return, if you buy it and hold it for the year, is 0.5%. I have never bought a share of anything. Am I missing out? Well, Grady Brooks, let's touch on that for a second. At this point in your life, I have no idea how old you are, but at some point you are going to retire. And as a fellow human being, we are the only species on this planet that has to pay to be here. So someone is footing the bill for you to exist. The clothes you wear, the electricity you use, the car you drive, the food you eat, the house in which you sleep, the bed in which you sleep on, all that kind of stuff. Money's got to come from somewhere. So, if you work for a living, some of that money should go into an investment, some type of investment, either do it yourself or give it to someone else to do it for you. So at some point in time, some of your money will be going into the stock market, either directly or indirectly. But that's where it's going, because that's what our country is based on, the economy. People going to work every day. That's what the government and the powers that be want to rely on, us going to work. Let's get off that subject and let's move on to the next stock. LG. Ooh, I like LG. Great singer. Oh my God, I'm horrible. All right, I'm going to go back. Oh, I'm missing all these questions. You had a sore throat for the last 6 months. Well, that's only because you've been paying attention the last 6 months. I've had this thing for the past few years. Is Ford undervalued? A teaspoon of honey? Yeah, I've had plenty of honey. As a matter of fact, I put honey in all my drinks. Okay, so I'm drinking water and honey. It goes down easier. And I'll drink a few of these a day. Water and honey. All right. Anyway, it helps. Journey in whiskey. Is Ford undervalued? I'm not 100% sure. Let's take a quick look at Ford. Yep, just a smidge. Now, Ford's book value is around $14 a share. Well, the stock price is $10.95 a share. Now, we've been waiting for Ford to become more affordable, not the dollar value of its stock, but I'm saying if I'm buying it for $10.95, the closest strike price is going to be 11. But the 11 is going for 20 cents. That's nice. I like that. Let's take a good look at Ford. Okay, here's our high, here's our low, here's where it was, here's where we are now. So let's take a quick gander and see where she's going. Voila, Haiti. I have no idea what that means. Guyana. I have no idea what that means either. All right. Do you core or swing trade? Let's operate. I have no idea what you mean by that. Blee cheese. Cheese. Okay, you guys got to come up with some things I understand. Okay? Let's operate. Do I core or swing trade? I have no idea what that means. But alrighty. All right, so we're looking at Ford at the moment. Now, who asked me about my sore throat? I'm not used to talking so much. Real men fly through windshields. Okay, well, I'm not a real man then, because I've never flew through a windshield. Sorry. Check it out. Someone gave me a flower. Woohoo! Thank you. All right, so let's take a look at Ford. Last year, this time, 12 months ago, $12.05. The top of the year for Ford was 14.85, and that was in the middle of July. A couple of weeks later, the beginning of August, we're at the bottom at 9.53. Well, check out the chart. Here we are, beginning of August. Nice upward movement. Now we're just going sideways, and we're sitting at $10.95. Well, great. If I buy it first thing tomorrow morning at $10.95, and I sell an $11 call strike, I'm getting close to 2%. I'm sorry, I gotta go check this question over here. Alright. Lula M, I don't understand anything you just wrote. Okay? I don't know if you understand what I am saying, but it is the English language. And if you cannot speak or write or type the English language, Chita, see, I don't understand that stuff. Okay? I have no idea where you guys are from, but I only communicate in the English language. Terribly sorry. Okay? It is what it is. Let's operate, not here. Okay, what are we talking about? All right. So, let's stick with Ford. No idea what that means either. If I like Ford, I can buy it tomorrow morning at $10.95. I can sell the 11 and collect 20 cents a share. 20 cents a share on an $11 stock. That makes me excited. Let's find out exactly what it is. 20 cents a share divided by $11 is 1.8%. I'm having trouble understanding myself. Grady, I hear you. Okay, so 1.8%. Think about that. And it's Ford. Ford is a worldwide known brand. Everybody's heard of Ford. Okay, it's kind of like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, Ford, Chevy. Okay, worldwide names. Okay, I like Ford. As a matter of fact, at $11 a share, I'll put it on my list. Where do we find covered call charts? William, there's no such thing as a covered call chart, as far as I know. Okay, the way you find covered calls, well, you got to find a good stock that you like in the first place. You find a good stock, and then you find out what the price is. Okay, the price is here. Then we look into the option chain. Lulu M, hi, how are you? Okay. You look into the option chain. If I'm buying it here and I'm selling here, that is called a covered call. Hitchwalla. Never heard of Hitchwalla. Bro, I'm just saying, if they split, I'd try to take advantage of it. Oh, you know, Redneck, I see what you're saying. How are you? I am fine. All right. If they split, you try it. Well, when they split, I'd like to see what the numbers look like. Okay, I like it to go back closer to the book value, because getting closer to the book value, okay. Then they got to increase their dividends, because right now the dividends are only giving 0.5% for the year. What the hell would I want to do with 0.5% per year? I get a little queasy getting 0.5% per week. Okay, what's the best affordable dividend stock? Ford. Great singer. Woohoo! Actually, I'm not that good of a singer. Oh, Phil, I'm going to ignore you because O is horrible. What do you think about Rivian? They haven't been around for 20 years. It's a no. Grady Brooks, it's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but all right. Darbin Lee, MasterCard. Only if you're part of the wealthiest Americans. Most of us aren't. You're absolutely right. How old am I? It has nothing to do with anything, but I am 60 years old. Tax only applies to high income earners. You do realize, Jim, okay? Never seen The Dark Knight. Okay, well, around midnight or 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, go outside. It's dark at night. Ukraine needs the money, bro. Ukraine does not need my money. Trust me, okay? If you actually seen, yeah, I get that. Okay, now I'm all for helping people. Really, I am. I get that. I'm all for helping people. But I would like to see the tally sheet. I would like to see where the hell the money went. There's no possible way those bureaucrats over in Ukraine just happened to find all that money. And never mind, don't get me started on politics. I just, no. Nope, that's not true. All right, I have no idea what we're talking about, Miguel. Okay, now, when Kamala comes on stage and says she wants to tax unrealized gains, that makes me quake in my shoes. No thanks. You're wrong on the unrealized cap gains. It's only for 100 million or more net worth people. Steve, you poor, what do we call it? Misled sheep. Okay? Now, as I recall, if you do your history, income tax originally was only for the rich people. Well, who's paying the income tax now? Well, the poor people are. Are the rich people paying income tax? No, because they know how to hide their money. Darbyly, I know MA is MasterCard. That's great to tax those gains if you have not made. Pure socialism. Yep, that's what it is, Johnny. Greg, better than our democracy falling apart under Trump. Oh my God, Greg, don't start. At the point we won't have any gains anyway. Yep. Okay. Harris plan to tax only applies. Yeah. That's how they stuck. Okay. No more politics, because apparently you guys don't read your history. Where the hell are we? All right. ExxonMobil is looking ready to swing trade. Unrealized tax gains are for those. Okay. Level Life, you really got to read your history, dude. Okay? If you read your history, you will find the federal income tax was originally for rich people. Who's paying it now? Everybody but the rich people. Okay? So don't give me that crap. And let's get away from politics. Because I don't like talking politics, especially when you spew out something where I know for a fact you haven't been doing your study in your history. History is history. You can't change it just because you want to remove some statues and you want to remove some buildings and you want to take some words out of our dictionary. Don't give me that shit. I don't want to hear it. I like the medieval era. All right. I'm going to go to prison when I retire. Hey, Johnny. Free room and board. That is a good one, and it's on the list. Yep. Level Life start out that way, then the next thing you know, yep, exactly, I'm retiring from prison soon. Cool beans. That's why we need oh my God, Johnny. Okay, Johnny, I have a really good question for you. You want communism? Great. I'm all for it. However, who decides who gets the houses on the beaches and who gets the houses in the slums? If it's communism, everybody shares. Well, if I'm living in a slum and I want to move to the beaches in Hollywood or in California, who gets them? Communism is everybody shares everything and everybody is equal. What are we going to do? Tear down all those beautiful mansions on Hollywood Boulevard and all those beautiful mansions on the beaches on, what was that? On Pacific Highway 5? Okay, I've seen some really beautiful, awesome houses. Under communism, what are you going to do? Tear them all down and put up, what do you call them? Communal housing? Yeah, no. Communism doesn't work. Do your history. Bill, not sticking up for Kamala, but, okay, I understand. Oh, boy. How do you feel about Apple stock? Let's get back. I like when you talk politics. Simone, no, you don't. You only like it because you agree with it, because it's common sense. I like common sense. Okay? Socialism and what do you call that other one? Communism. It sounds good in theory, but it just doesn't work. Because you have a Lamborghini costs $100,000 and you got a piece of shit Volkswagen Rabbit, 20, 30 years old. Who decides who gets what? Communism is supposed to be fairness for everybody. What are you going to do? Get rid of everything? There's a country, I forget which one it was, but they made a car, the exact same car, for 47 consecutive years. So a brand new car part would fit on a car 47 years old because they're the exact same, didn't change anything. So who decides? Okay? Communism doesn't work. Greg, please stop it. I don't want to talk politics. Get a shot of Crown Royal. Believe it or not, I don't drink that hard stuff. I want to be an inmate. Free room and board. Johnny, I'm agreeing with you. Free room and board, free health care. I don't have to mow the lawn. I don't have to trim the hedges. I don't have to paint the roof. I don't have to do the plumbing. I don't have to do shit. It would be great. Free room and board. I can read books and watch TV all day long. Yep, and healthcare. Can't forget that. Spreading Trump's messaging. All fear based on half-truths and lies. Greg, love it. I love it when people don't actually read history and get their information from corrupt people. Which platform broker do you use? I use Thinkorswim, and I also use Robinhood. You're totally wrong on the unrealized cap gains. Stephen, I wish it was true. I really do. Wish you were right. But check your history, okay? They start out saying one thing, and then one year after another, it slowly changes. Check out the original, what do you call that? The original proposal for the income tax. It was supposed to be for the rich people only. Who's paying freaking income tax now? Everyone but the rich people. Please, do some research, dude. Quit the shit, really. Level Life 1, I heard that too. NDRA for $400. Johnny, tell him what he's won. RDNA for $400. NDRA. What the heck is NDRA? Yeah, no options. It's below $1. Hell no. How can you possibly think NDRA has 20 years of increased dividends? Hello, anybody here from New York City? There's a lot of people from New York. I sold 10% of my Nvidia stock at 130. I'm still holding remaining shares. Hope that it will. Okay. Kagdala Mafralai. Yeah. Okay, what? Is the rule of thumb is never buy on red day. Do you think we will get to those tonight? Yeah, people kept asking stupid questions. Bro is like behind 100 messages. Yep, I am. Alright, Charlo. What about the other chat? Yeah. I might just skip a whole bunch of these and just, keep on continuing. Not sticking up for Kamal. Yep, okay. How do I feel about Apple stock? Yep. Whatever. Alright, what platform we use? We did that one. Dump. Hello, everyone. Blah, 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 blah. Getting closer and closer. Discord. Yep, I do have a Discord. Bros behind. Yep. Yeah, the other chat is driving me nuts. They keep coming up with these weird languages. I have no idea what they are. Okay, MasterCard. Darwin Lee wants to take a look at MasterCard. Okay, sorry, Darwin Lee. It's going to be a no for this week. I like MasterCard. Don't get me wrong. Look where it is. It's at the high of the year. I never buy at the high of the year. I wait for it to come down. Look at here. She went up, she pulled back. This is where I want to buy. She went up, she pulled back. That's where I want to buy. She went up, she pulled back. This is where I want to buy. I don't want to buy up here. I don't want to buy at the high because I'm waiting for it to go someplace it's never been before. She don't have any unrealized gain there, probably. At what dollar amount should I get professional guidance? Son of Magnus, professional guidance. Now, Son of Magnus, what I'm doing here, okay, what I'm doing here is I'm showing you a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent trading strategy that I created for my 9-year-old daughter in 2008. Okay, do you remember 2008 when everything went to crap? All right, well, anyway, she wanted to trade just like her dad was doing. So I had to come up with a trading strategy. Now, for a 9-year-old, it had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be predictable and consistent, and no way that she could lose. So in order to do that, I had to come up with 5 rules that my daughter had to stick to. 1, never buy something you don't understand. 2, never sell at a loss. 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. What do I mean by consistently profitable? Well, if they have 20 years of increased dividends, they go right past reading all those quarterly reports. I don't have to look at them because a dividend is a portion of the profits that go directly to the investors. And if that increases every year, logic tells me, okay, logic and common sense, if they're consistently increasing their dividends, well, if the dividend is a portion of the profits. Carlotta, trust me personally, pay attention to me. I want to support you. Carlotta, are you the same Carlotta that does tax strategist? It'd be great if you are, because I've been trying to get a hold of you. Okay, so again, what was it again? Rule number 1: never buy something you don't want to hold. Never buy something you don't understand. 2: never sell at a loss. Make sure the company is consistently profitable. Weekly options are a must. I want weekly income. And 5: make sure the numbers work. What do I mean by the numbers? Well, what am I buying it for? What kind of strike price is closest to the purchase price that I just paid? And what is that paying? What is the premium? Is that premium 1%? Those are the numbers. Then, what is the chart telling me? Well, the chart's telling me here it's at the high. No thanks. I don't care how nice the numbers look. I don't want to buy at the high because then I'm waiting for it to go higher. And it's like you never know when it's going to go higher. Okay? I like buying after a dip because that's what happened. If you buy here at 440, now it's at 480. Well, that's a $40 increase. That's a 10% increase. You get people like me say, hey, I'm out here. Thank you for the money. And I'm waiting for the next one. Okay, Carlotta, great. Love to chat with you. But I have no idea what you're talking about. Carlotta just got the number 2. Thank you, Carlotta. Became number 3. Okay, well. Ask the what the Boston Tea Party was. Well, the Boston Tea Party was they were bitching and moaning about a 2% tax. 2% tax. They bitched and moaned about it, and that's how the whole revolution started, because we got fed up with a 2% tax. Look where we are now. Okay? You think the federal government's on your side? Hell no. 2, I get taxed 44 on the value, then I raise the rent. Yep, I get that. Son of Magnus, at what dollar amount in my retirement and brokerage account should I get professional guidance? Okay, Son of Magnus, I can't answer that question for you. I'm not a professional anything. I'm a professional pain in the ass. That's what my mother will tell you. My ex-wife will tell you the same thing. Okay? So I have a driver's license. That's the only license I have. Okay? I just go by the numbers of what I'm looking at and what I taught my 9-year-old daughter to do. Now, if a 9-year-old little girl can understand the concept of a good quality company, a covered call, which is, by the way, one of the safest trading strategies there is. You're buying a good quality stock and then you're selling it to someone else and collecting a premium. Son of Magnus, never learn this yourself. No one is taking my beach house. Under communism, okay, everybody gets, everything is shared equally. Okay, so how do they do the beach houses? What do they just rotate? I don't know. Good night, God bless, William. Alrighty. Son of Magnus, I'm a redneck. That's what I think, but still get worried I may miss something. Okay. Dave, block them. This is about stocks. Dave, I agree with you 100%, Dave. Really do. Jalo, you have to watch out for Bubba and Black Swan. Yeah. Honestly, if I had a real lot of money, I'd do this with like $1 million and put the rest. Okay. Creator, blah, blah, blah. History says R, whatever. Dave, I agree. Uh-oh. Dave, I agree, but sometimes it's good to have detours. Okay. I like SPY. Okay. And do outside of the money covered calls at month. Okay. Do I speak Russian? Kagala, Bajalsta. Yeah, no, I don't. James, the SPY plan is if I had millions. Okay. Share the education. F everyone else. Your name, please. My name is right up there. Nice. James the man. All right. Do you have a career in finance? No. I admittedly tell you guys this every night. I know jack shit about finance. But I do know how to read. This is the high. Okay? That's simple. Here's the bottom. Look, it went up, it came down. It went up, it came down. It went up. It's right here, right now. I can read this right here, 483. All right, here it's at over 483. Okay, what's the 483? Well, the closest one is the 482. And that's going for 590. And I know that 590 is more than 1% of 483. And that's what I'm looking for. It's simple math. Okay? 590 is more than 483. That's my 1%. But look, it's at a high. I don't buy at the high because I don't want it to go. No, I just don't. All I day trade is buy options. Well, good for you. I don't do that at all. Botched and moaned. Way to go, Johnny. Okay, hey, Mesh, you want to take a look at Dollar Tree, DLTR? DLTR. Whoa, what the hell happened there? I want to take a look at this. Okay. All right, I'm going to shut down YouTube because these guys are just pissing me off. Sorry, YouTube's going bye-bye because forget it. I don't want to deal with them. KT, if I was a millionaire, I'd sell them to you. Okay. What does that mean? It means if you were a millionaire, he'd sell them to you. All right. Let's try this one more time. Dividend stock talk. All right. See if I can get rid of those guys because I have no idea what the hell they were saying. Stay away from dollar stores. Walmart is eating their lunch. You buy SPY options. If I was a millionaire, I'd have SPY to sell. Okay. Now, spiders, I don't really like them. Well, let's finish Dollar Tree first, okay? Travis, we'll take a look at JWN in a little bit. Hold on a second. Okay, here's our high at 151. Here's our bottom at 63. A year ago, we were at 120. Now we're here, the 63.20s. They're not even showing up. So this is something we're going to have to wait until tomorrow because the numbers just aren't showing on the what do you call that damn thing? Yeah. See, the lowest strike price is the 65. And the 65 is going for 138. Well, that's over 2%. I'm all for that 2%. But here's the thing. I don't want to invest in a company that is at the absolute bottom at the moment. I want to turn around and go back up. We got a gap down here, a gap down here. I want to find out what this was. Why did it make that huge drop? Thoughts on JW and going private. Angel, if you are getting dividends, do you have to report those on taxes if it is going into your Roth? No. Roth, you don't have to do that because Roth, that money is protected from the IRS until they get it out and they tax you on it. I see the chart right there. Cool beans. All right. So that being said, I'm going to put Dollar Tree down for next week because I'm kind of curious what's going on there. DLTR. DLTR. All right. Let's keep on keeping on. Nobody here trades options. Yes, we do trade options. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're buying stocks and we're selling options against them. Back to my list. APA. Ooh, APA. Okay, Apache. A year ago at 46, now we're at 25. Look at that drop. Okay. Currently the 26.04. The 26s are going for 59. That is close. Or is that? That is over 2%. Well, I like 2%, but here's the problem. Here is the minor problem with the 2%. You ready? 30 days ago, we're at 27.75. We topped out at 29, 29.70, 29.80, something like that. And now we're at 25.89. Okay, she went up, down, up, down. Now, I want to find the bottom there, so I want to put that down for next week also. APA, Apache, because I want to see where the bottom actually is. Because this is going to keep going down until it stops and turns around. Dollar Tree has no dividends. All right, I'm going to turn that one off. Okay, Dollar Tree, cross that one out. Thank you. No divs, but keep an eye on ASTS. Really? Angel Roth is taxed before you contribute to it, not on the way out. But check with your broker. Yeah? How you doing, Brother Harris? How are you today? Okay, so, oh no, you're absolutely 100% correct. At this moment in time, the Roth is not being taxed. It's tax-free until you take it out. Once you take it out, they start taxing the hell out of it. Now, if you think that's not correct, do you remember decades ago where the Social Security was not taxed? Well, now it is. Why do you think that is? How do you find the bottom? How do you know? Ivan. I'm going to show you something, Ivan. Tell me what you think. Okay. Ivan, that looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. How do we know this is the bottom? Well, we don't. We don't know it's the bottom until the next day comes. Global Communications. Okay. I have 1,600 shares of Walmart. Should I sell puts? Ace, we're going to hold that thought for a second. This question is for Ivan. Ivan. Okay, see, she went up, down, up, down. How can we tell that's the bottom? Well, you tell it's the bottom by comparing it. Okay, hold on a second. I got some interesting questions over here on Instagram. Do you think we will get to those tonight? I'm hoping so. I gotta go, but I learned a lot. Love how realistic and honest you are. Have a good night. TD East, come back again someday. Joe Sullivan. or Kamala starts to tax you off. Yeah, she probably will. Okay, anyway. So how do you figure out it's the bottom? Well, one day at a time. Okay, so the very next day, okay, it was an up day. So that's the bottom. But is it really? Because you don't know. It just may be an inconsistency with the price movement. So you keep going until one day at a time. So you look, it went down, it went up a little bit, now she's down. See, she's below. So it's not quite there yet. And you just keep waiting. Up day, another up day, another up day. So you can tell where a bottom is by one day at a time. So as the bottom is here, okay, slowly going to the upside. And then eventually she goes up and then she comes back down again. And we get the exact same thing again here. So tomorrow is going to be another day, and if she goes up, fine. Well, that's going to be the bottom. But tomorrow it might be lower. We just don't know yet. Ace, you have 1,600 shares of Walmart. WMT. Okay, so Ace, I'm going to let you know something. I tell everybody the exact same thing, okay? You got 1,800 shares of Walmart. It's up. It's not a profit until you take it. You had a big gap here, and she consistently 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. 4 weeks to the upside. Do you honestly think it's going to continue to go up? I lost 1,400 today on accident. Finance Stories, how are you today? Sorry that you lost money, dude. But anyway, think about it. If you have 1,600 shares of Walmart. It's at a high of the year. High of the year. Could it go higher? Yes, it could. Could it go lower? Well, it's going to. Okay? One thing is for certain. One thing is for certain. Okay? Walmart has been at 68. It's been at 70. It's been at 74. It's been at 76. But it hasn't been at 78. It's never been to 78 this year. It's higher probability to go to 75 than it is to 78 because it's never been to 78. Okay, you're hoping it goes higher. Doesn't mean it's going to. All right, so it's not a profit till you take it, and nobody ever went broke taking profits. Okay, Ace. Home run! All right, hold on a second. What was that? No, it's not spiders. Robert Wilson got on late. Have you looked at MRK? Not yet. MRK. Interesting, interesting. Okay, here's our high of the year, 135. Here's our bottom at 100. Last year we were at 107. Now we're at 115. The 115s are going for 164. That's well over 1%. Great. So the question is, do I like MRK? Okay, a year ago we're at 108. We bottomed out at 99. That was back in October. Topped out at 134.79, and that was in June. Okay, last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago, we're at 115. Okay, 115. We dropped all the way down to 110. Shot up to 119. Now we're at 115. She went down, up, down, up. Now she's coming down. Okay, now I like Merck, but I'm going to put Merck down for 2 weeks from today because I'm giving it 2 weeks for it to come back down here before she turns around and goes back up again. I like when they turn around and go back up because that's what they do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. MRK. All right, we'll take a look at Merck again in 2 weeks, see what it looks like. Ace, I'd sell a covered call. Yes, not puts. Okay, got on late, blah, blah, blah. Ace, you should covered call, no puts. Okay. Aaron, I have a $300 portfolio. Should I be a riskier trader with single stocks or do index funds? Aaron, I honestly can't tell you what to do because I know absolutely nothing about you. Well, I do know something about you. Okay, the only thing I know about you is that you have $300 in your portfolio. That's the only thing I know. But I can't tell you what to do. Okay, you got to figure out what is best for you. You got to take a look at what your age is, what kind of commitment you can make to this. Because this is not just what do you call it? A passive income type scenario. You actually got to put some time and effort into it. It's really not that difficult because it was created for a 9-year-old. Now, if you ever talk to a 9-year-old long enough, you know that they don't have a whole lot to contribute to a conversation. Okay? So it has to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. So with that, we get the 5 rules. If you want to do it, you got to figure out where you are, Aaron, and where you want to go. Okay? You're starting off at the shallow end of the pool. But before you get to the deep end of the pool, it's going to take time. Don't be in a hurry. Stock market has been around for over 400 years. It's not going anywhere. Okay, now I can tell you from experience, when I first started trading, I was so anxious because I kept missing trades. Okay, I paid for a subscription to get these tips, and these tips were awesome. But every once in a while, I would miss one, and I was like, "Damn, I missed it!" It's like it never comes. It doesn't work that way. Every single week, there's always something new to look at. Yo, the bottomless SPY is coming tomorrow. All right, Mason, thank you for that. Do you think X will quickly rebound? Blank. Let's go take a look at X because we looked at it earlier. We didn't fully look at the whole thing. U.S. Steel. Oh, here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. It was going in a nice steady stream up, pulled back. What's going on there? Well, currently we're at 30. Okay? Currently, it is $30.05 to buy U.S. Steel tomorrow morning. So the $30 strike is going for 117. That's 3% for the week. All right. So as long as the stock stays above 30, come next Friday, you'll make your 3%. But before you even do that, ask yourself a question. And it's a very important question too. Do I like U.S. Steel? And do I want to put U.S. Steel in my portfolio? As a starter, what should we look out for? Quarterly statements, earnings per share, increases or decreases. I like increases. Okay? I like looking at dividends because a dividend is a portion of the profit that go directly to the investors. That's me and you. So if I'm getting a higher dividend every single year and a company can consistently sustain increasing every single year for 20 consecutive years, well, to me that says that they're profitable. It also says that they know what they're doing and they've been around for a while. Aaron, when I had a $300 portfolio, I full ported options and sold when Green gained it to 2,000. Cool, Mason. Good for you. Joe Sullivan, can we look at, hold on, Estee Lauder, UPS, and Boeing? Okay, let's take a look at it. Well, anyway, hold on. We're still looking at U.S. Steel. Okay, so U.S. Steel topped out at $50 in December. But look at the big drop. What's with the big drop? Well, 30 days ago, we're at 39. We jumped all the way up to 43. And then when we got Friday, we closed at 38. Tuesday, we closed at 36. And today, we went from 36 all the way down to 27.50. Okay, great. Why? What was the reason for this drop? Now, when you see a drop this big, more than likely that's going to bounce up and go to the upside. Now, they call a signal. Now, don't get on my case about this, but this is what it's called. This is the name. It is called a dead cat bounce. Sorry, that's just the name of it. Check SMC fundamental parameters. SMC, what the heck is SMC? Now, usually SMC, that's something, semiconductor, I have no idea. Basically, volume and price. Sorry. Usually, when you have a big drop like that, it bounces. It goes back up. They call it a dead cat bounce. Don't ask me why. That's just what it's called. But usually, when you have a big drop like that, usually you have some retracement in the morning. Don't know if it'll continue the retracement, but it's usually there. Let's go up a little bit more. Well over 50,000. Cool. Walgreens. We haven't looked at Walgreens yet. So you take a best guess based on 30 days. Nope, Ivan, that's not what I do at all. Please don't block me because I'm, oh my God. Angel, don't do that. I honestly really don't care. My brother-in-law is black. Okay? Okay? I don't do that black shit, and it bothers me when people mention it. Okay? I judge you on your character, your personality, and how nice of a person you are. I can care less about your skin color, and I'm offended that you even mention it. How's that? Okay, we got 2 weeks until the Fed rate discussion. Say it's retracing to retest a previous pivot. Okay, definitely in the wrong place, dude. This trading strategy was created for a 9-year-old. You want me to explain that to a 9-year-old? I want it to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Okay? Now, I've been trading for over 20 years. I know a whole shitload more than you think I do. But I try to keep this simple, safe, and predictable. Okay? Simple, safe, and predictable is what I'm looking for. There are so many trading strategies out there leading to a probable sweep zone. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, just to let you know, all right? Now, like I said, I've been trading for over 20 years. I know a lot of shit. I really do. But this trading strategy that I'm teaching here for free in my own spare time with nothing coming out of it, because I hate the government to a point where I'm trying to help people make more money. safely, predictably, and consistently. Okay, the same trading strategy I showed my 9-year-old. Okay, I do not want to change it. I do want to keep adding more stuff to it. I can add a lot of shit that's going to confuse a whole bunch of people, and then the audience would get small, and then it's not worth my while. I like helping people out, and this is why I'm here. All right. Millions lost money today. Okay, a small percentage made a profit. Yep. On your private administration. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep going. Brian, let's take a look at Kohl's. Wait a minute. Let me finish up with U.S. Steel first. So let's take a look at what does U.S. Steel normally do this time of year. Normally, U.S. Steel just droops a little bit. Okay, look at that. Okay, now the blue line is where we are right now. Okay, that little blue dot, that's today. The red line is 10 years worth of data. At this moment in time, U.S. Steel has a tendency to go down this time of year. Does it mean it's going to? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means over the last 10 years, this time frame, it has a tendency to go down. So let's keep on going. Mason Almond, I made profit. Well, alrighty then. CVS, we haven't gotten CVS. Do you support Roth 401 versus a traditional Roth? Okay, the 401k was never intended for what people are using it for. And if you take a look at the fine print, I'm talking the fine print where they don't want you to see, you would see what a piece of crap the 401k is. All right? Talk about impulse momentum movements. Oh my goodness. Okay, dude, seriously, Clem, St. Louis, please stop it. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Okay? Stick to the topic. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. 10 patterns and chart structure. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to ignore you. All right. CVS. Let's take a look at CVS. CVS. Ooh, nice movement on CVS today. First thing we want to see, as always, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Why is this big drop here? That's kind of important. Because you have the movement here. All of a sudden she drops. Now she's channeling to the side. Okay, why? Okay, better than that. Where are we and what's going on? How accurate is MACD divergence strategy? But sometimes people just don't listen. Who said that one? Gravers. All right, Gabers 121. Gabers 121. I want you to go someplace, talk to a 9-year-old, and ask them if they understand what a MACD divergence strategy is. Okay, seriously. Go ask a 9-year-old what MACD divergence strategy is and how to use it. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent was created for a 9-year-old. Now, I understand it is simple, and I understand it is safe, and I understand all that stuff. This is what I call a stepping stone strategy. It is simple. Anyone can do it. The safest trading strategy is a covered call. You buy a good quality stock, you sell it to someone else for the same price, and you collect the premium. Premium's over 1%. Great. 1% a week is over 50% a year. Once you perfect this, you can do whatever you want. This is just a stepping stone. You just entering the doorway of the stock market. You say, you know what? I want to take responsibility for my own money. I want to see what I can do. Let's try simple, safe, and predictable. Ooh, I can get 50% on my money. Well, I'm trying that. That's what this is. Do not make it more complicated. Adults have a tendency to complicate the hell out of everything. Okay? 9-year-old little girl, she just gotten out of grade school. Hasn't even gotten into junior high yet. And she's making trades 5% a week, beating most of the professional traders. Because it is simple, it is safe, it is predictable, and it's consistent. You're looking at good quality companies only. Only good quality companies that are consistently profitable. Yes, there are those companies, those 1 in 1,000 that go from 1 to 1 million. Yeah, they are out there. But it's not consistent and it's not predictable. Okay, it's like 1 in 1,000. How many other companies were available when Blockbuster was around? When Blockbuster was around, it was a big deal. All of a sudden, Netflix comes in. Netflix was a nobody. Hey, Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix at a crazy number, but they said no. Same thing with Amazon. Amazon came out, they were just doing books. Nobody wanted to buy Amazon. Look where it is today. Microsoft's the same thing. When Microsoft started off, there was a bunch of other companies competing with them. Who knew it was going to do what it did? I look at companies that have stood the test of time. GameStop, please. Okay? I like necessities in life. I can live without a video game. But what I can't live without, I can't live without food. I can't live without shelter. I can't live without fuel to heat my home. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, hairbrushes, shampoo, conditioner. Shit people need on a consistent basis. GameStop does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Okay? If I'm going to invest my money, I want to invest it in a company that has a proven track record. And you can't get a proven track record with a 10-year-old company. You just can't. The other kids on Yahoo Finance made fun of me for saying WBA is a good company. Cool beans. The easiest way to trade is a dilution. Offering released after. Okay, if you say so. I found out. Jerry Beard, yep. I just found out about UT. Uh-oh. UT. What the heck is UT? Yeah. United Transat. Yeah, no. Sorry, Gabbers. Doesn't even show up on my chart. Kevin. Alrighty. Kohl's is looking good. Well, let's take a gander at Kohl's, Wade. What do you think about Siri merger? Ooh. Tell me about the Siri. Does anybody here know about the Siri merger? I didn't hear about it at all. I actually own some Siri. Maybe I might hold off on selling it. Or maybe I'll continue doing the covered calls and keep collecting my money. Polls say they're going to block sale of Nippon. I have no idea who Nippon is. Heard this term? Nope. LEG. What the heck is LEG? Leggett and Platt. It's a monthly. Can you please do INZY? Nicholas Rios. What's the ticker symbol for Siri? SIRI. Liberty Media merger on the 9th. Cool beans. All right, Leggett and Platt is a no. INZY, that's going to be a no. Oh, imagine that. It's a no, INZY. Now, usually when I have a company say, I've never heard of that. Usually it's going to be a no. Lilly is the best. Woohoo! Well, Lilly wants to take a look at Verizon. Verizon is going to be a no this week. Lilly, sorry. Because we got the high here, the low here. Here we were 34, was last year we were at 34. The bottomed out in October at 30.50, shoots up to 43.50 in March. Now we're sitting at 41. We're still way too close to the high, Lilly. Sorry. Okay, so at 41.60 to 41.50, so go for 47. That's over 1% if you like where it is. So let's take a gander at it. Okay, here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 41. Then we drop down to 39.75, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up. Here we are right here. Yeah, that's too close to the high for me, hon. Sorry. I like Verizon, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to put Verizon down for 2 weeks from today because I think it's going to take 2 weeks for it to get back down to here. So Verizon, 2 weeks from today, VZ. So we got a good list for next week and the week after. Brian, Kohl's, Redneck James, you still fell cause feds. Or you're still feds because feds are killing a deal with Japan over X needs. That kind of makes sense. BLK. But is it something? Okay, now, U.S. Steel's been around for over 100 years. Okay, so they're killing this deal. Big deal. So what? They've been around for 100 years. You think Japan, as tiny as it is the only place they can get whatever it is they're looking for? Probably not. So that sounds to me, Redneck, okay? That sounds to me that this is nothing more than hype. Okay? Now, U.S. Steel has been around for over 100 years. You think one deal is going to ruin the whole company the way this thing makes it appear to? Hell no. I would buy some of these just for the fun of it to see it go back up again. Because that's basically what's going to happen. Okay, so you lose this deal. Great. What do you do now? Well, you get the deal makers to go make another deal somewhere else. Because that's what they do. They get paid to make deals. A deal maker makes deals. So the deal with Japan went down the toilet. Big deal. Let's go somewhere else and find it somewhere else. It's probably there somewhere. Darbenly, BLK. What the heck is BLK? If I have to ask what the heck it is, it usually means it's going to be a no. 886? Really? Hell no. BlackRock, 886. All right, fine. Let's take a look at BlackRock. BLK. Well, actually, take a look. I checked up on theory filings for you. Cool. Let me know what they are. So BlackRock, if you think about it, look at the book value. $270 a share. I don't think they're worth $900. Your issue. How are you doing today? But think about it. Darbenly. Where are you from? I'm from the Boston area. So $270 a share. That's the book value for BlackRock. On September 9th, Liberty Media will redeem its Liberty Series shares. Okay. Subsidiary series shares will be converted into split shares. Okay. With cash and fraction bundle split and trade under NASDAQ. Ooh, okay, cool. So Siri is going to merge with someone else. It might be an opportunity to buy some Siri and see what happens. Okay, so let's get back to BlackRock. Okay, so BlackRock has book value of $270 a share. I think that's a crock of shit. Okay, I think they're worth a hell of a lot more than that. But, you know, what do I know? Okay, let's take out the summary for BlackRock. I can't read it, damn it. You got to be shitting me. All right. BlackRock has a dividend of $20. So you're going to pay, how much was it again? $886 a share. Okay, $886 a share for BlackRock. And it's only paying a 20-cent dividend, a $20 dividend, which is only 2.4%. Hell, I can put my money in government bonds and get better than that. Okay, because government bonds are paying a 5% yield. Why would I want to pay oh, hell no. All right, let's go look at something else. BlackRock's hell no. Sorry about that, Darbenly. Kohl's, KSS. Tell me something good. Kohl's, $20.58. All right. Here's the high of the year. Here's the bottom. Here's where we were. Here's where we are. 2058. 2070 is the current price. The 21s are going for 38. I don't know where you got your 10% from. Who said 10% on Kohl's? Okay, Brian Spence. Where did you get the 10% number? Because right now it's at 2070. $20.70. If I sell the 2050s, I'm collecting 59 cents, but I'm losing 20 cents right off the top, so I'm only bringing home 39 cents. So 39 cents on a $20 stock is like 1.5%. So I don't know where you get the 20% from. Sorry, Brian. Stay away from SCMI, or it is an opportunity in your opinion. Hell no. SMCI is almost as bad as BlackRock. The premiums they give you, sorry, not the premiums, the dividend and the yield you're getting is just not that good. Alright, sorry James, I've watched your recorded videos on Discord. I'm missing some information. Alright. Content consumer. Tesla. Explain to me why. Tesla doesn't share their profits. Okay, so why would I want to jump into a company that's not sharing their profits with me. Is Forex play? Nope, I don't do Forex. Sorry, Caleb. Okay, Ivan, I'm not quite sure what information you're missing. And if you're on the Discord, most likely only way you're great stream, love do you stream daily? Every single day, 9 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. And if you're really interested in trading stocks and you want to join me on the live trading on the weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. until 10 or 11. And then on Fridays at 3 p.m. because the market closes at 4, we want to make sure everything's good to go. Ivan, if you have access to the Discord, that means you have access to the morning trading group. So if you have questions or you're missing something, then the morning trading group is where you need to ask that. Okay? How does SCHG and VONG look in these conditions in your opinion? No and no. Awesome. Thank you. I'll be here. All right. Way to go. So Aaron, SCHG and VONG is going to be the same thing as the other ETFs. Okay. So fuck. Damn thing just won't go away. Oh my goodness, Lily is the best. Lily, I honestly can't believe you just said that. But we're going to go that in a second as soon as I'm finished with Aaron. So, Lily, don't go anywhere. I'm going to have to pick on you now because you just said something that needs picking on. All right, so we're going to take a quick look at SCHG. SCHG. And I'll explain to you why I don't like it. SCHG. Are you ready for this, Aaron? Now, you do realize what a yield is. A yield is basically your rate of return. So if you take your money and you put it somewhere, they're going to give you money in return. It's called interest. Okay? Interest, or they call that the yield. So, SCHG is paying you 0.42%. This is worse than the last one we looked at. This is not even 0.5% for the whole year. Aaron, you've been here long enough and you've heard me saying I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Why would you put your money into something giving you a less than 0.5% for the whole year? What the hell? I haven't used this yet. What the hell are you thinking? Seriously, if this is your money and you're going to want your money to grow, your money's going to grow at a rate of less than 0.5% per year. What is the rule of 72? Okay, clear that. 0.42 divided by 72. Oh, okay, crop. Sorry. 72 divided by 0.42. 107. Okay, you ready for this, Aaron? SCHD. It's going to take you 171 years. 171 years to double your money. Does anyone have the Discord link? Okay, Telco, you actually have to be a member. Intraday model. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta check these questions. Alright, Telcado, the Discord link is only for the people in the morning trading group. Alright, Clem St. Louis, intraday model, swing around. Okay, I'm just going to ignore you, dude. Seriously. When I say simple, you're not listening. Alright, so, Aaron, do you understand that? The rule of 72. You take whatever interest rate you are getting currently, 0.42, divided by 72. That's the rule of 72. It tells you how long it's going to take for you to double your money. Double your money. That means $1 into $2. $100 into $200. It's going to take you 174 years. Why would you do that? Seriously, think about it. Why would you invest in something that's going to take you 172 years to double your money? Okay, at 50% per year, you're doubling your money in 2 years. But why do you want to do it in 171 years? All right, let's go to the next one. VONG. It's probably going to be the exact same or close to it. VONG. What these ETFs do is they give you a monthly dividend because it makes it sound good. But look at this one. This one is 0.64. It's still just a little bit above a 0.5%. Okay, so now, Lily, we're getting to you. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? So why not just own the S&P? All right, dividend stocks don't beat the index. Well, you're right about that. They don't. But a trading strategy that gets 1% per week is 50% per year, and I don't ever remember the S&P getting 50% per year. Where do you find stocks that increase dividends for the past 20 years? Marathon Mon, you have been here long enough. You should know this. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Dividend Kings. 54 companies that have increased their dividends for 5 decades or more. Talk on standard lot pairs. Oh my goodness. IEP pays great dividends. No, Ohio guy, it does not. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm not done with you yet, Lily. Somebody thinks IEP pays great dividends. Okay? IEP has a great look at that. I haven't seen anything that high before. Look at 30%. Okay, are you seeing this, Aaron? Okay, Aaron, SCHG and VONG, 0.5% and 0.6. Look at this one right here, 30% IEP. All right. Now, there's a reason why IEP is paying that. Let's go to statistics. Okay, currently IEP is at $12. Okay, the book value at this moment is $7.36. Okay, that's not that bad. $7.36 and the stock's at $12. Okay, great. Well, let's take a look at their dividends. Historical data. Dividends only. And we want to look at all the dividends. Are you ready? All right. Now, IEP, okay, Mr. Icon has been paying out 49 cents in 1988. Okay? 1989, 49 cents. 1980, 49 cents. Not increasing his dividend at all. Okay? 1991, 49 cents. Didn't increase at all. But what did he do in 1992? Well, he cut the dividends. Dividends affect inflation or interest levels. Nope, absolutely not. Okay, who liked IEP? Okay, so here's IEP. 49 cents in 91, 92, they cut them almost in half. Now you're at 24 cents a share. 1993, they cut them in half. So you go from 49 to 24 to 12 to 10, and then back up to 15 to 24, and then spend 24 since 08. Oh, wait a second. From 08 into 2011, went from 24 back down to 10. So it 60% decrease. Not increase, decrease. Okay, so then it went to $1.25, $1.50. Look how long it stayed at $1.50. 2014, 15, 16, 17, and then went up to 175. Now it's at $2 in 2019. 2020, $2. 2022, $2. 2023, $2. Now it's at $1. What does that tell you? Check ASR. Yeah, hell no, Takato. Okay, I have never heard of any of those, and they're almost always positively going to be a no. Sorry, no. So you really think IEP, they're paying on $1? Okay, what was the stock price when they were paying out 49 cents? Okay, the dividends are all over the place. You can't tell me IEP. Yeah, they're giving you a great now, but what were they doing for the past 20 some odd years? Okay, all over the place, going up, going down, and they keep cutting the dividend. No, I don't like them at all. I like consistently increasing dividends. Okay, so they give you a higher dividend. What is that? Give you the cash that they're taking away from. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Thank you, Ohio guy. You got that? If the company's consistently decreasing their dividends, what does that mean? If the dividend is a portion of their profits that they're giving to the investors, so I give you a bunch of money. You give me $2 a share. Great. I'm assuming next year you'd give me more. But no, you cut it in half. What does that tell me? That tells me you're not very profitable. So why the hell would I give you my money? I don't like IEP. No consistency whatsoever. So, Lilly is best. Let's pick on you for a little bit. Only because I haven't picked on people in a while, and I feel like picking on people because people are pissing me off tonight. Anyway, let's look at the SEP. The SPY, the S&P 500. How the hell am I going to look for S&P 500? Here we go, the S&P 500 ETF. Dividends only. Maximum amount of dividends. Are you ready for this, Lily? Goes back all the way back to 1993. Okay, 1993. Check out now, Telcado. I can tell you right now, without even bothering wasting my time to look at those two, they're going to be a no. Okay, they don't have 20 years of increased dividends, and they probably don't have weekly options. Okay, so Lilly, here we go. 1993, they're giving 21 cents a share. So it goes from 21 to 32. All right, it went up. Then it went down to 29. Wait a second, it went down. Then it went to 32. All right, it went up again. Then it went to 27, down. Then it went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down. This thing's all over the place. Okay? Why not just own the S&P 500? Okay, so let's go look a little more. Alright? Alright, here we are at Google. You ready? What is the average ROI on the S&P 500? Okay, Lily, I'm not quite sure if you can read this. I don't know if I should make it bigger or not, but approximately 10.5%. Since 1957, the S&P 500 average annual rate of return has been approximately 10.5%. Around 6.6% after adjusting for inflation. So, Lily, this is not the first time you've been here, and I know you've heard me say it over and over and over again. Safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, I admit I did not go to college. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, the brightest bulb in the tree, but I do know that 50% is a hell of a lot better than 10.5. Okay, it's simple math. I learned how to do percentages, I think it was in 4th grade or 5th grade in 1975. But I know that 50% is higher than 10%. So I don't know why you're saying putting the money into an S&P 500 because dividend stocks don't beat the index. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. All right, Verizon. Where was I? Wow, I missed all these questions. I'm not a pro here. James is sending him a message and he will call you. Yep, you're absolutely right, I will. Anytime anybody wants to call me, send me your number. I will give you a call. Don't be surprised if I call you. Owner of U.S. Steel said they need the money to update 3 plants. Okay, I know, but I feel bad for taking up his time. That's why I asked you. Okay. I followed you, and you can message. He is retired and he also has morning class. Thank you there, Redneck. Literal Millionaire. All right, James, where can I get a list of stocks and the calendar? Where can you get a list of stocks? Are you ready? Grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, crayon, marker, pencil, mascara, lipstick, whatever you want to write down with. You ready? Go to Google, put into the Google search, Dividend Kings List 2024. 54 companies that have increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Dividend Aristocrats. 67 companies that have increased their dividends for 25 consecutive years or more. The Dividend Champions. Again, 25 years of increased dividends, just a little bit less rules, and there's 150 Dividend Champions. Then you got the Dividend Contenders. 300 companies that have increased their dividends for 10 years to 24 years. Not quite to the 25 yet. And then I like to throw in list number 5, Warren Buffett Stock List 2024. Okay? Put into the Google search, and you're going to find a bunch of places where you can download those lists. Okay, Fly Goofy. Is that a new airline? That was a good one. Fly Goofy. All right. Let's get back to the trading and get rid of this silliness. Siri started to be offered in Teslas in Q4. Okay, that's cool. But if Siri is merging with someone else, it may not change that deal. How about WBA for next week? Thoughts on URA? You are a bonehead. How's that one? You are a bonehead. 24.67. Okay, let's see how consistent they are with paying their dividends. URA. Oh, hell no. I can tell by looking at the first couple of years. Look at this. 8 cents, 16, 10, 3, 131, 10, 5, 168, 3. What does that tell you? No consistency whatsoever. Okay, so this year they made profits, this year they didn't. This year they made good profits, this year they didn't. Yet no. Sorry. No. No, you can, all right, Trey, you can put your money anywhere you want. Seriously, you can. If you think this is a good place to put it. Now remember, the dividend is a portion of the profits that the corporation gives back to you. So here it looks like last year they were pretty profitable, but this year not so much. Okay, 8 cents, and then the dividend doubled. Okay, I like a double dividend. Okay, 1 year it's 8, now it's 16. That's freaking awesome. But at the very next year, it went to 10 cents. That is a 60% decrease. Is that right? And what makes it worse from that, it went from 8 cents, it doubled, then they decreased by 60%, then they decreased it again by another 65%. No. Okay, not for me. If you like it, perfectly fine. Let's take a look at Walgreens, WBA. Didn't we look at Walgreens already? We did a great report. WBA, here we go. Now, WBA went down again today? Holy shit. I can't wait for that bottom to come. Okay, so here's Walgreens. 865. The 864. Uh-oh, she's going down again tomorrow. Now, how I know it's going down again tomorrow? Here's a little tip that I've learned over the years. The last traded price, which is the close of the day. Okay, you have the open, the high, the low, the close, how many shares traded, what the bid is, what the ask is. Now, the last trade was 865. Well, the bid, 863, and the ask, 864, are both lower than the current price. Well, that usually means the market maker is going to push the price down. All right? Okay, fine. Now, I have Walgreens in 5 different accounts because I like Walgreens. Walgreens owns a lot of shit. It's not just the stores. It's not just the real estate. They own a bunch of stuff. And their plan, well, I don't know if she's here tonight, but she did a nice report on them, and we read the report last night. Looked pretty good to me. Literal millionaire. I've made good premiums on Siri. I was doing a 60 contracts. Cool. Thoughts on WU? They had increased in dividends? No, actually they haven't. Because Walgreens is actually cutting back their dividends, selling some of their stores, and consolidating. They've been in business for 170 years. They're not really going anywhere. Aaron, how does... Okay, look in conditions in your pet. We already did that one. All right, CA all day. WU. Western Union. Ooh, I like Western Union. It's been around for a while, but it's a no. ABR and TA, I take no. Sorry. I can tell you right off the bat. No to both of those. Sorry, dude. All right, ready that one. Joe Miko, how you doing? Trey, we already looked at URA. BlackRock is literally proof that the devil is among us. Jerry, I'm going to agree with you. Lily is best. Rich Buhner, thank you for that. S&P 500 doesn't get 50% per year. What stock gives 1% per week? Oh my goodness. Aloha Spreader. I have... Aaron, you see that? Yeah. I was thinking of focusing mainly on growth of the stock and getting dividends as a bonus. Okay. This is the wrong channel for you then, dude. Because I don't do growth stocks. I do dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Okay, now you've been here for the past couple of days. You've actually seen some of the trades. I've actually shown you some of the trades that I've done in the 3 accounts that I share with you people. You've actually seen them. Okay, if you were part of the morning trading group, you'd actually be able to see me doing the trades live. I do live trading every single day. Okay, also the live trading. I had a podcast. I don't do it anymore because they keep changing. And it's like it used to be free, now they want to do this. So here is the last one I did was on August 22nd. Okay? That was just a couple of weeks ago. Now, if you look on almost any podcast, there's over 900 episodes. That's how long I've been doing it. Over 900 episodes of daily trading live. Yeah, I get it now? All right. Let's get out of there. All right, so let's go through these questions. Gallant, I didn't realize there was a Discord. You didn't? Yeah, the Discord is only for those in the morning trading group. Okay? So I go into it every once in a while, and I delete those that cancel their subscriptions. It is what it is, you know. Thoughts on EOG? Ooh, EOG. Okay, now I like EOG. EOG is on my list. ABR has a dividend growth from 2024 to the current date, and I know it says 20. Oh, okay, ABR. All right, I've been picking on him long enough. ABR. Arbor Realty Trust. 1304. What one are we looking at? ABR. ABR. I forget who asked for ABR, but when you say they're doing 20 years of dividends, what you missed, okay, I need you to look at the numbers. Look at the numbers carefully because I think you missed it. ABR's dividend growth since 2004 and has options. All right. Telcato, you're missing something extremely important, okay? Right? 35 cents to 43 to 47, 55, 57, 65, 72, blah, 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 blah. Okay, from 06, it was 72, then they dropped it, okay? But that's not what I'm trying to point out. What I'm pointing out is right here. Okay? There's no 2009, no 2010, no 2011, and they pick up again. It went from 62 cents a share to 24. Then it dropped down to 8. So how can you say from 62 to 24 to 8 that's a good deal? How can you honestly tell me that? Do you seriously look at these numbers, or do you just glance over them quickly? Okay, so from 2012, it was at 8 cents. Then it went to 10, 11, 12, 13, blah, blah, blah. So from 2012 to current, it's only 12 years of increased dividends. And they didn't increase. 2013 was at 13 cents, 2014 13 cents, 2015 13 cents. That's not consistently increasing. Okay? When I say consistently increasing, I'm talking about something like this. MSFT. Okay, now I'm going to show you Microsoft. Okay, and I'm going to go very slowly. Okay? So 2005, 2005, 8 cents, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75. No decreases whatsoever. Consistently increasing. Okay? So check the numbers. Okay? What's another good one? Here's another good one right here. 1993, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 34, 37, 39, 40, 41, 45, 50, 54, 58, 62, 66, 68, 72, 76, 79, 82, 90, 95, and $1. Consistently increasing. Okay? Now when I say consistently increasing in weekly options, well, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's go back to EOG because I don't want him to think that I ignored him. EOG. Alright, EOG, first thing I want to look at. Anyone from Ohio? EOG, you get the high here at 140, you got a quintuple, is that what they call it? 5 quintupled? A quintuple bottom at 109. A year ago we're at 130, we're currently at 122. Let's take a look at the numbers. 122, we'll be looking at the 123, the 123 is up for 175. That is way, way, way over 1%. Alan Yang. Professor, you look like Harry Potter character. Why? Thank you kindly there, sir. Alright, a year ago, 131. We got that quintupled bottom at 108. We got our topped off at 139. That was in April. The last 30 days. There we go. Last 30 days. Check this out. 30 days ago was a 30-day bottom at 119. She goes up, she pulls back. Goes up, pulls back. We're here now. This baby's going to come down a little bit more before I decide to jump in, because I like to find the bottom and I isolate the bottom with 2 days to the upside. ABR has dividend growth from 2004 and has options. Well, then you trade it. Don't ask me to look at something that doesn't fit my parameters. Okay? I showed you the flaws in your thinking, and you don't want to pay attention. I can't help you out. Okay? They skipped a couple of years, and then they went backwards. They went up, they went down. They went up, they went down. And yeah, maybe the last 5 or 10 years they've increased. That's not 20 years. All right. EOG. All right, I'm going to write EOG. Wait a second. 134 to 1, okay. To 124. Okay, I'm going to write EOG down for next week and see what happens. Okay? URA does not fit. Correct. New here. Hey, how are you? Glad you're here. They are returning capital. Not necessarily so. Okay? You got to have the money in order to be able to do it if you're consistently increasing your dividend. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, if you are only keeping stocks a week, why worry about the dividend unless it's paid the week you own it? Okay, Flipper, I think you asked me this once before, and I think I've explained it a couple of times. All right, let me explain it again. Now, the reason why I like companies that are consistently increasing their dividends for 20 years or more, here we go. Because companies that fit those parameters have a tendency to increase in value before the dividend is paid out. There's only two reasons a stock moves, and only two reasons. One is a known reason. Two is an unknown reason. And let me explain the difference between the two. An unknown reason is an unknown event. Well, let's say there's a shooting somewhere. Somebody wipes out someone, kills someone. That's an unknown reason. We don't know what's going to happen. Earthquake, natural disaster, we don't know those are happening. Okay, if the FDA fails a drug test, or fails a drug net, we don't know that's going to happen. An unknown reason is something we cannot predict. Okay, when the Exxon Valdez crashed in the northwest of the United States, we didn't know that was going to happen. ExxonMobil stock dropped like a rock. When British Petroleum sprung a leak in the Gulf of Mexico, that stock dropped like a rock. Nobody knew that was going to happen, but it did. Boeing, it's already on the list. We're going to take a look at it. Now, a known reason, okay, unknown, we can't do anything about it. We can only react. A known reason, earnings reports, we know they're coming out every quarter. Dividends, we know they're coming out every quarter. Okay, seasonality. Well, we know January is right after December. Well, what's that significance? Well, we know the Weight Watchers goes up the first week of January. Why? Come on, do I really have to point it out? Weight Watchers goes up in value the first week of January. Hershey stocks goes up the first 2 weeks of February. Do I really have to explain that one? Oil stocks go up in March and April. Why? Well, because everybody turns their heater on at the same time. You can fill up your oil tank any time during the year. But once we all turn them on, they all run out in February, March, and April. And then you have to refill them. Well, that's why oil stocks go up in March and April. Okay? And then gas stocks go up in the first couple of weeks of the summer. Okay? Winter, spring, summer, fall. It happens every single year. Certain companies react differently to the different times of year because it's just the way it is. Okay? Companies don't have to use heating oil in June and July. Okay? You don't have to use air conditioning in the winter. Okay? In the spring and the fall, you don't have to use heat or air conditioning. These things all affect the bottom line. And the bottom line, well, that affects the stock prices. So certain things you can plan for and certain things you can't. Now, with the dividends, these little green dots, these are when the companies pay their dividend dates. And if the company goes up in value just before the dividend date, well, that's a known reason. If Cardinal Health, which is right here, CAH, if Cardinal Health increases 2 weeks before this date, well, I want to buy it on the 16th, which is a Monday. That's 2 weeks before the dividend. I want to buy it here, sell the covered call. If I make my target, great, I get my 1%, see you again in 90 days. Because Cardinal Health is going to pay a dividend every 90 days. As a matter of fact, Cardinal Health is on the first day of the first week of the quarter. Herd Mark, how are you doing today over here on Facebook? Now, every quarter has 13 weeks, 90 days, 66 trading days. So if I have if I have 300 stocks and they trade or they have a dividend every 90 days, well, I can just put them in a Rolodex and just one after another. Okay, first week of the quarter, right here. Cardinal Health, Comcast, Cisco. It's the first week of the quarter. First week of the first quarter, first week of the second quarter, first week of the third quarter, first week of the fourth quarter. This is repetitive. These are the exact same stocks I will see in 90 days. Exact same order, exact same opportunities, exact same dividends. Every 90 days, the list just changes. Okay, there's 13 weeks in every quarter. Quarter 1, January, February, March. Quarter 2, April, May, June. Quarter 3, July, August, September. Quarter 4, October, November, December. Okay? Only 4 quarters, and they consistently are the exact same over and over and over again. All right. Holy cow, we're past 11:30. All right, we're done. Past 11:30. I'm going to go through the rest of these questions, and we're not going to look at anything else. Jerry, you're not a burden. Okay, I like the interaction. Okay, we're here to learn from each other. Okay, I have a trading strategy that is interesting. Okay, it's simple, safe, predictable, consistent. It makes about 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. It's not that difficult. The only difficulty comes from you guys. This was created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. It's adults that make it more complicated. So if we are currently in the 4th, which is here, all right, what stocks are available this week? Well, Nordstrom's, Halliburton, Newmont, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi. That's just this one list. I got 7 lists to go on. Okay, this is the one. Whoops, I went to this one here. Okay, different list. Same week. McDonald's, Nike's, Halliburton, Schlumberger, Suncor, MOS, Mosaic, Newmont, QCOM, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark. Okay, if I can't find a decent stock, I don't want to look at anything else. Nothing else. 1 week at a time. When I told my daughter, okay, this is what you're looking at this week. Just those. Pick 2 good ones out of this list. McDonald's, Nike's, Halliburton, Schlumberger, Suncor, Mosaic, Newmont, QCOM, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark. That's it. What are we looking for? Well, we're looking for, what am I paying for it? What is the strike price closest to the price I'm paying? What premium am I collecting? Is that more than 1%? Great. Now let's look at the chart. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is, here's the direction it's going. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Well, now it's on the downturn. I don't want to buy it in a downturn. I want to buy it when it hits the bottom, turns around, goes back up. So I'm going to put this stock, EOG, on the list for next week. Is more difficult to actually make a trade in the 90s logistics-wise? No, it's easier nowadays. If you're only keeping stock, okay, we already did that one. More questions, here we go. What's the best one? Macy's. NVD, no. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Yeah, I get that one, Neil. By me being a newbie, should I join your membership and follow your steps using paper trading? I'm going to be totally honest with you, okay? No. When you are ready, you will know. Keep paper trading, and then you're going to say to yourself, you know what? I think I got this. Let me join the morning trading group, and then you can ask more questions, because then you're going to be surrounded by other people that are consistently doing the exact same thing. The stock market's been around for 400 years. It ain't going anywhere. Okay, Little Millionaire, 8% ROI in S&P 500. It averages around 10, but okay. Charlo, I missed all these questions. I don't like missing questions. I gotta go backwards. Alright, Navig Nazil may help. Navig Nazil may help with the sinus and cough. Sharing is caring. Thank you, Joe. Why do you care about dividends if you only... Okay, we already did that question. What gets 50%? Isn't it who gets 50%? It's the underlying conditions of stability and stock growth before dividend. Okay, Richard, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Corebridge Financial, no, Darwin, ask me tomorrow. I'll think about it tomorrow. Aloha. What's the frequency of these payouts? Weekly, monthly, or annually? Okay, Aloha, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Okay, weekly options are weekly, every week. Monthly options are every month. Okay, quarterly dividends are every quarter. Okay, annual rate of return is once a year. So that's a no. Thoughts on Estee Lauder, UPS? We're gonna have to get to those later. Oh no, WA's down again. Yep, Jerry, I got that one. ASTS, it's gonna be a no. So how do you trade these stocks to get 50%? You're gonna have to come back again another day. I'm here every night from 9 until 11:30. It's past 11:30. Let me just finish up with these questions and we'll be done. Join the group, folks. That could be a good thing. Is RIMTM a good bet? Never heard of them, so I honestly couldn't tell you, Will. If you want to come back tomorrow, ask that question again tomorrow. We might get to it. I still have 10 here, 50 here, and about 20 here. So I still got a whole bunch you guys given me that I haven't gone through. You think that's bad? Take a look at this. This is the book since the beginning of the year. Okay, there's a bunch there. There's a bunch there. There's a bunch there. There's a bunch there. There's a shitload there. Even more here. Even more here. Even more here. Even more. I can keep going, you know? But every day you guys give me, this is just for this week. You guys give me these stuff to look at. A lot of it is crap, if you ask my opinion. And I don't mean that in a bad way. In my humble opinion, what I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, it's not that difficult what I'm asking for. I'm asking for a good quality company that's consistently increasing their dividends or increasing their profits. If I don't even care about the dividends, well, then I will look at the annual report. And I want to see how often have they consistently increased their profits. One way or the other. That's what I'm looking for. Weekly options is a must. I want weekly cash flow. I am retired. I have a certain amount of money, and that certain amount of money is going to last me for the rest of my life, or I have got to go to work. I have no desire to go back to work. I've been working since 1973. Okay? I've only retired in September. Was it September, October? November. Okay, I retired in November, and I'm not quite yet used to this doing nothing thing. That's why I'm here doing this every day. Hey, do you give any sway for COVID years? Believe it or not, Rich, during the COVID years and during the what do we call it, the pandemic, and during the financial crisis of 2008, the companies I invest in still increased their dividends. Even though the stock went down, the dividends still increased. So those are the companies I like. Darwin, we already talked about that one. I like to flip a coin. Yeah, that would do it. Oh, that's it. I'm done with the questions. Woohoo! Fun night. Do you ever invest in foreign companies, or do you keep it simple with U.S. with taxes? Little millionaire. Taxes, you're going to have to talk to a tax strategist. Seriously. Okay, if you're paying taxes, you need to talk to a tax strategist. Because you should not be paying taxes at all if you know what it is you're doing. Ask enough people the right question, you will get the answer. Okay, there are a lot of people that don't pay taxes, and there's a reason for that. All right? Now, I'm not telling you that. All I'm saying is do your research. What are the top 10 stocks you like? Oh, I'm going to make you show up again tomorrow night and ask me the same question. That being said, it is 11:48. You guys have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum. All right. Oh, you guys down here, I almost forgot. This is James from Dividend Stock Talk signing out. It is 9/4/24. The last, well, it is, anyway, it is Wednesday? Yep, it is Wednesday. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow.